guys, what's up? We are back at the Millennial Wayve. I'm your host, Rachel Kayleen, and this is episode 37. Today I have someone in here with me that I'm almost like, oh my God, like I'm not gonna try to hype you up too much, but honestly, what's funny is when I first heard that, I didn't even, honestly, I'll be real, like I listened to a lot of Bay Area rappers, and when I heard your music at first, I didn't really do my research on whether or not you were from Sacramento or where you were from, so I just automatically assumed. But what's crazy is that I used to listen to your music all the time, like probably around my first year of college. Me and my friends would always listen to it right before we went out, and the fact that you're actually sitting here right now is really surreal because I didn't ever think that I would have the opportunity to have someone who's in the music industry and doing really well in it that would be on the podcast just yet. So I'm very appreciative that you're here. If you guys don't know who Darrion is, he is responsible for the newest single, Dear Sacramento, that is just blowing up right now on YouTube and on all different types of platforms. And also one of my favorite songs by him is I'm the One. So thank you so much for being on the podcast.
I appreciate you for having me.
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
Dope. That's dope that you knew me before. That's dope.
Of course. And I feel like most people in Sacramento should know you. And I mean, you are one of the like really big names out here.
Yeah.
Like for sure. You really are. Like there's so many people blowing up.
It's been a while too.
Did you ever take a break?
Yeah. Like before Dear Sacramento, I just took a break. I was like not as active. I was still releasing music, just not like on a scale where I'm pushing it hard. Like I'm just putting it out.
Yeah.
You know, with no push at all for real, just dropping music on my Instagram and stuff. But Dear Sacramento, I like came back with that heavy approach, like all right, back to the serious music.
Yeah. What made you want to take a break?
Well, it was just like a lot of stuff going on in my life to where I kind of like got discouraged and stuff because it's like I felt like I was beating a dead horse for a long time. I was rapping and it really wasn't going how I wanted it to go. You know what I mean? And I've been giving my all like for a long time, so I was like kind of tired of it. You know what I mean? And I had got signed. I signed my deal. Then you know, contract ends and things stopped going how I wanted them to go. It started getting harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
did you want the contract to end?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, in a way because I was like tired of not having the freedom I wanted. You know what I mean? You kind of like got to go through somebody to get permission to do things you usually would be able to do on your own as an independent artist.
So now you're an independent artist and you like that?
Yeah, I'm back to being independent. Like, I'm the one that was independent. Like, when I dropped, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, I got a song called Friends. It was on the radio. That wasn't independent, though. So it was like, you know, restrictions on things I could do. And, you know, I just wanted my freedom back for real. It was cool being signed. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. I appreciated everything that came with it, but I just like rather be independent.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you took the break, like first of all, when did you first get started in music? What kind of made you want to take that route?
Well, I was like 13 years old, and I was in a group called Fly Boys. This is just my like group of best friends of mine. They still all around, all of them. And we just was like big on like dancing at the time. It was called turf dancing, you know what I mean? And somehow just graduated on us just doing music. Like one day we was like, man, let's do a song. We ended up doing a song, and all of them stopped. I just was the one who kept going.
When did you realize you were good?
That first song.
Really?
Everybody was telling me like, oh, Darrion dope. He dope. And I ain't gonna lie. Probably when I was like in the 8th grade, like 9th, 8th grade, I started realizing like on MySpace, my name started buzzing. So people start really like, all right, taking it in now that I'm a rapper. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just run with it. I'm already like kind of popular with it. Might as well just keep going. It just grew from there.
Yeah, that's crazy. So like when you first started doing music, did it take you a lot of time to write your verses? And like, do you feel like it just kind of came naturally?
Yeah, but I feel like now it's harder to write.
Why?
Because I feel like I've said so much. So it's like Now, if I write it down, it's harder. But if I just go in there and do it, it's easy. I don't know.
Yeah, so you kind of can do it off the fly.
Yeah, like say if this was a studio right now, I go in there and I tell them like, let me punch in. Like I go in there, I say one line like, all right, from Dear Sacramento, it'd be like waking up the gunshots is my alarm clock, and I tell them to stop, and I just go off of that.
Yeah.
And then just rhyme off of that. But that's just easier for me now. I don't know. I used to be able to write like all day. I could write all day, all day, all day. I could see something. I could see us doing what we doing right now, right off this. But now it's like, there's so much going through my mind that I just got to go in there and do it.
Yeah.
I just have to. I can't sit there and like focus on it. I don't know.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, like we're all experiencing life. There's something new in store every single day. So that's always a chance for you to be able to create something new. But that's amazing that you've been doing it since 13 and it kind of just came to you. Like, that's pretty dope. Like, opportunities will really reveal themselves at the right times. And you got signed how long ago?
2000 and I want to say 17.
Oh, okay.
17, yep.
It was a year-long contract?
Yeah,
Okay.
it really wasn't based on years. It was
okay.
basically a one-album deal with a choice of a second.
Okay.
So, like, by the time it was, like, to negotiate for the second album, I just was like, you know what I mean? I'm cool on it. Like, no bad blood, but I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. Got it. So, now that you had taken your break and you're back into it and you're really, like, are you pushing hard? Are you wanting to do a lot more? What made you want to hop back in?
I just was like, all right, if I'm going to give up, let me just give it one last chance. Like, let me give it one last push to see, like, what it really is. And for a long time, I really felt like it's because of where I am, like, where I live, like, Sacramento, I feel like, because, we kind of, like, a place where people rap about, like, more of the gangster stuff, you know what I mean? And I get it. I like the music. Like, people like, I don't know, it's, like, more interesting, I guess, because it's hot right now.
Yeah.
People are more like influenced by that kind of stuff too. Like they like being heard and seen as a gangster right now.
Yeah.
And gangster rap is a fad right now. It's hot. I get it. And that's not my kind of music. Like that's not what I make. I make like more conscious rap, feelings, intimate type music. You know what I mean? Stuff that'll make you feel some type of way. And I'm like, man, it just ain't gonna work. I swear, I felt like that. Before Dear Sacramento dropped, I felt like, man, this stuff ain't gonna work. I know it ain't gonna work because they not listening to this. But that was my fault because I'm looking at Sacramento and not the rest of the world. That was my problem. I'm like, man, I felt like I was too focused on right here and listening to the people around me, too much. They like, man, you got to do this, you need to do this, instead of following my heart. Because in my heart, it was like, all right, man, do you. But I was just listening, letting people get in my head, telling me what I should be releasing, and it wasn't working.
Yeah. I love it. I'm just embracing everything that you're saying. So now that you're back in it, why, do you love what you do?
Absolutely. I love rapping. I love it. It's like a vent. It's like easy for me to vent. Because
Yeah.
I be going through a lot of stuff just like everybody else does. And, I probably deal with them different than everyone else does. So rapping, it just helps me because I can sit here and tell you all day about my life. But I don't know, it's just something I got away with words. You know what I mean? Like, I can go in the studio and make you feel it. Like, you can listen to my music and feel like I'm right here with you. Like, oh, man, like I feel what he's saying. You know what I mean? That's just like, I guess that's my gift.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now that you're going back into it, what would, you say you want to give it one more shot. What does that mean? What do you want out of this that will be why you don't give up?
It's over with for that. Like, I'm not quitting no more.
Good.
Like, after seeing what just happened with Dear Sacramento, I see there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
That's just what it was for me. I felt like I was just stagnant in the same place. I wasn't elevating. I wasn't growing. So I was like, man, it's kind of pointless. Like, I got so much stuff to worry about outside of music for me to be giving this all of my focus for it to not be moving me nowhere. So I'm like, man, this is stupid. That's how I felt. I'm like, it's dumb. But after seeing that just do that, Like believe me, I done had, well, obviously I have over 100,000 views on multiple songs. And, you know, if you put it all together, millions of views. But for that song to do 100,000 views in a week, now that just shows like, all right, yeah, it can get serious because 100,000 views and it got over, like, it's probably over 9,000 likes on there. So that means only 9,000 people took the time out of their day to like that. But I come from where, okay, I got 100,000 views on a song and it only got probably 2,000 likes. So it just shows like, okay, you probably just done something, Darrion, and you for sure can do it. If you did that, you can do it. Because I really feel like that's not my best song. I don't know what that did. It just was perfect timing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it did.
I want to know what was your inspiration to create that. Like, what kind of made you want to create that specific type of song? Because, I mean, let's be real. Like, it definitely targeted a lot of people in Sacramento that know what's been going on, and that also it kind of puts a light on the people that are doing something, like how you mentioned Keith Powers and you mentioned a lot of the athletes. So what kind of inspired you to make that song, or did you have an influence that kind of, you know, pointed you in that direction?
Well, that was like in the time where I was ready to stop rapping when I wrote that song. So that's where the first verse came from, where it was just me like in my feelings, like, man, like I said at the end of the verse, I said something like, feel like if I would have moved, I probably been made it.
Yeah.
You know, that was basically how I was feeling, because I'm like, man, I'm from Sacramento. These guys is turned up out here. They ain't trying to hear no music for chicks or stuff like that. And I know I make good music. That's the cold part. I know it. And just for it to not get embraced, I was feeling some type of way. So I was like, I hate it out here. Like, I hate it. Because I felt for a long time that I wasn't being accepted. And I can't fake it. I can't. Like, that's one thing I can't do. Like, I wear my feelings on my shoulders. I can't fake it. I can't walk around and act like I love it. I didn't. I really didn't. I fell out of love with it. I'm like, man, this is weird as hell for me to sit here and try to act like I'm okay with what's going on, and I'm not. Like, I care about making music so much to where I want everybody to embrace it. Like, I'm not making music for only 5 people to hear it. I make stuff for the whole world. Like, I want the whole world to embrace it. And I know, it's a hard task. You're not supposed to quit. Like, I never, want nobody to quit ever. Like, that's not the way to go. I don't know if I can cuss or nothing, but that's just sucker shit to me. Like, if you quit anything, like, you can't expect to win. Come on, you didn't finish your task. So I'm like, man, damn. And then it just like, I see a lot of other folks around me, like some of them, like majority of the NFL players, I know them, like on a personal level, like Shaq Thompson, like I've met Terrence Mitchell, but I don't know him that well, but Trayvon Henderson, I talk to him every day. I'm texting him right now. This is my family.
Yeah. Shaq
Thompson, me and him, like we were together every day in high school. James Sample, together every day in high school. These cats that went to my school that made it out of here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, they play football. I played football in high school. I stopped playing football to rap. Mm-hmm. I was good in football. Mm-hmm. I was, going to college and stuff, and I stopped. I'm like, man, I'm not doing this. I want to be a rapper. So to give all of that up and feel like you're not really, you know what I mean, getting to where you want to be, that's where that came from. But I still wanted to show, like, all right, this is my situation, but this is theirs, though. For the people who look up to us, because I know it's a lot of people who probably look up to me, like this cat is somebody I want to, be next to.
Yeah.
I'm not all the way, I'm not famous or nothing. I'm just popular, I guess. And I know that's enough for people from where I come from, to know that they want to be something, you know what I mean, in life. So for me to want to quit, that's not gonna cut it. So that's kind of like where Dear Sacramento came from. I wanted them to know, like, both ends of how I felt, and I don't know, that's just how it came out. There really wasn't no filter on it. Like, I'm like, man, like, people don't understand most of the stuff, like, from my environment, I guess, if you're not from there. People see it on TV, but I'm a person who actually was there.
Yeah.
And I had to experience these things, like police harassment, you know what I mean? And, losing your friends to gun violence, to gang violence, and stuff like that. So I just bottled that all in and put it on one song.
Absolutely. And I think I want to know, you say that you've seen other people kind of make it out and they're doing their thing and they're successful. Does that inspire you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I always tell Trayvon Henderson, he played for the Bengals. That's my family. I tell him all the time, like, man, like, we gonna be something. He's something right now, but I mean, we, like, both of us.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing from him at
Yeah.
all. Like, I don't. You work for that. I seen him come from nothing. You work for that. It's time for me to go get mine somehow, some way. So I'm like, man, I'm more than inspired. I have to. I got children look up to me and stuff. It's just that time.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, like, your chapter 15 may not be the same as someone's chapter 30.
Right.
So it's like, you're really doing your thing, and I know for a fact there's people that look up to you, because if they probably feel like if you can do it, they can do it. You know, like, same thing with someone that's in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how you said that you're not going to give up this. You basically put everything else on hold, or you sacrificed everything else for this one thing. So it's like you really, like, you feel like you have no other option.
Right.
So it's like you really have no other choice but to make it, and it's going to happen. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Like, we can all see it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I want to see anyone who comes on here, anyone in Sacramento that's really pushing to be something, win. And Dear Sacramento was a great anthem for that. I mean, I feel like so many people related to it with, like I said, with everything going on, with everything that's happened. I remember when I was in high school, I think, and DeMarcus Cousins chose to pay for his funeral. Like, I remember hearing about all of that, but it's different when you're in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's different when you're a part of it, when you're from the same neighborhood, when you knew the person. And we need more people like that.
Right.
In
Absolutely.
Sacramento that are making a difference. So I kind of want to know what you want to see in Sacramento. Like, if you plan on moving, like how you said, oh, I could have moved and Ben made it. Like, do you plan on leaving?
I feel like no. At this point in my life, I've been here all this time. Why? There's really no point in just. I probably would move, like, get other places, so I'm not always out here, just because, it gets tricky and stuff. Because, a lot of folks, it's just like any other hood in the world. You always have that select few of people who really don't appreciate what you're doing for the community and stuff, or anything. Like, a lot of people want what a lot of folks have. So it kind of wouldn't be safe. You know what I mean? Because a lot of rappers, think of all the rappers that we've seen die. They didn't die in their city.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, all of these rappers that passed away, it wasn't nowhere else. It was in their hometown. So, it wouldn't be smart for me to just be roaming around Sacramento and I'm that famous guy. You know what I mean? It's just not smart.
Yeah.
But I definitely never would leave my city behind, ever. Like, even the little bit I've accomplished, I've always made it a point to, like, show some type of love, like, giving backpacks and stuff like that. Like, that really was my bro Trey Silas' idea. We just rolled with it, like, oh yeah, for sure. He had an idea. He wanted to give back backpacks, so we did backpack drives like 3 years in a row. I forgot why we didn't do it this year. It was just some dumb stuff that, like, got in the way of it, but we've been definitely giving back backpacks to our community for a long time out of our own pocket. So I wouldn't just bail out.
Okay. And on top of that, what I like about how everything is kind of going is like you have this big song. Are you adding it to an album? Like this is like your single, correct?
It's crazy because
Did you think it was gonna be your single?
no, because
Okay,
my
there we
album
go.
is called Dear Sacramento.
Okay.
So that was just like the introduction to it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
this,
great. Then I can't wait for them to
right,
see what
you
you
see
got.
what I'm saying? But it kind of like did so much to where I had to like push it off and let it just grow.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, it kind of like it throw off its momentum if I drop a whole album right now. I just want to like let it marinate for a few weeks and then I'm gonna drop the album. Like today I did a deal with Empire, so I got some distribution because I was just gonna drop it all the way independent by myself. You know what I mean? But it's still independent. It's just I got some distribution now. I still own my masters and stuff.
Okay. Got it. So in this like in the music industry, just from everything that you've experienced, do you feel like it's really like a game of connections? Like who you know?
Yeah, for sure. Like I know a lot of good folks, like Mozzie's manager, Davo. Like he a good folk, he's good people's. And my boy Trace, he good people's.
Trace the GOAT?
Yeah, Trace. You know Trace?
Yeah.
yeah. He like puts a lot of stuff into play. Well, now he's back. Me and him, we was working together when I'm the One dropped actually around that time. But he was like more of a promoter at the time.
Yeah.
But now he's like in full management mode and
Nice.
stuff. So I'm like kind of working with him a little bit. And it's a lot of people I know in the industry, like Sage the Gemini. That's like one of my cool partners. Me and we kind of close. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Do you feel like it's that one connection that you need that can really set you over the top? What do you think it is that you need? Just more music, more connections?
For sure, just music.
Just more music?
For sure.
You feel like if you get out enough, it'll happen?
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I haven't ever really been consistent, I can say. Like, I drop a project and go missing. Like, that's always been my problem. Like, I'm super, like, I'm a perfectionist, like, on my music. Like, literally, I wrote Dear Sacramento 2 years ago.
Wow.
Like, the second verse, I probably wrote a little bit. Like, when the Stephon Clark situation happened, I just felt like I couldn't leave that out because it was so big.
Yeah.
And, you know, it meant a lot to Sacramento. But, yeah, I wrote that song 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
For real. I've been sitting on it.
Imagine if you would have wrote that, released it, and then how much more music you would have had by now.
Exactly.
You know where you probably would have been by now?
I'd have been gone. But I'm just saying, though, like, I think now is the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because it's
everything
like,
happens for a reason,
it was
right?
momentum.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, man, dang. Like, anticipation, that's the word.
Yeah.
Anticipation. There was a lot of that. People was like, man, because I was supposed to drop Dear Sacramento 2 years ago. I said that was going to be my last project. That was going to be my last album. If I was going to bail out, I'm like, if this don't do nothing, I'm done. Because I'm going to give them everything I got. And if they don't like this, I'm gone. So for that song to blow up, and that's 2 years old, I know, I just feel it. Like every day I've been saying the same thing, like I can do it.
What do you feel like needs to happen in order for someone to say that they've made it? What do you think needs to happen in order to be like, damn, I fucking made it? Like, do you need to be signed to a bigger record label? Like, do you need to be performing at concerts? Like Golden One Center, is that when you know you made it? Like, what do you think?
I think that's like, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever feel like that because it's always more you can do. Like, let me see. Like Floyd Mayweather. He's made it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, for sure he's made it. But he's still not the richest person in the world.
Yeah, and he still is doing a bunch of stuff all the time.
He's still trying to be the richest person in the world. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've done good for myself when everybody around me is comfortable. Like, you don't got to be rich, but just comfortable to where you have zero worries about the first of the month.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest thing. Like, I don't want to worry about the first of the month when all the bills is hitting and stuff like that. Like, I want everybody around me to feel like, oh yeah, we good. I know that's least of my worries.
Absolutely. And it's like it's just giving back. It's taking care of the people around you that have taken care of you. Right? Is there anyone that you currently really look up to in the music industry? Anyone that you want to embody?
Yeah, it's a few. It's a few people. Like, I look up to Meek Mill a lot. Like,
did you watch his Prime series?
Yeah, absolutely. I watched that. Nipsey, Drake. Who else? Jay-Z. Um, who else? It's a lot of people. Even Sage. Because Sage is a workaholic. People don't know that though. Like he's super talented too. He works. He
Yeah.
works. He works.
He's definitely a big name. Like he's worked
Yeah.
with some huge artists.
He's nice though. Like,
Yeah.
I always tell him like, bro, why you don't release the music you showed me? He's just like, man, you know, he got his own little issues on why he don't. But I'm like, bro, this stuff is golden.
Yeah.
Like the stuff he be showing me, it be crazy.
Really?
Sage is raw.
Damn, I'm
I
trying
don't
to
say
hear,
that about
I'm trying
a lot
to
of
hear
people.
it.
Listen, I don't say that about a lot of people.
Yeah.
That cat raw. He's nice, and I don't think Sage writes either. He don't write neither.
No?
But he's raw. He's talented. Dude can sing, make beats, everything. And then there's another cat. His name is Brandon P.
Okay.
He
Where's
makes.
he from?
He's from Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
He makes a majority of my beats, and he produces all my music, like engineers everything. Like everything you've heard, he's had something to do with it. Like he has hands on every song of mine. For real.
Really?
Yeah, he's nice. Him too. Yeah.
Do you feel like the Sacramento music, like, community is really starting to pop? A lot more people are coming out and starting to rap or starting to create music?
I feel like it fluctuates.
Okay.
Like one moment there's a cat that's doing it, and then he just kind of like slows down. And then there's another cat who does it and slows down. But you know, it fluctuates. I
Yeah.
feel like we all one finna blow up, and then it just slows down again. But that'd be more so. I think that's really my fault though. That'd be my fault
What?
that I feel like that, because you know, like when you kind of not involved, you're not really worried about everybody else.
Do you feel like it's every person for themselves? Like, do you see a lot of people trying to lift each other up, or do you see a lot of people competing and trying to push each other down?
It's both, cause it's the music industry. Like I see a lot of like people, like one moment they're around and the next they're not. When you're not as hot, they get away from you. Knowing you have all of this talent, but when everybody else isn't saying it, they vanish.
Yeah.
That was my problem too. I had a lot of folks around me. They used to always, be calling me and all that stuff. And then when I kind of like start flying away, they stop worrying about me, stop, getting calls. Listen, this is a perfect example. Before I dropped Dear Sacramento, I had about 20 unread messages on my phone. That like the next 3 days, I had probably like 200 or something.
Wow.
My DMs was blowing up. I gained all these new followers. Everybody who was once around that stopped coming around started giving me big props. Like we just been cool for, all the time they wasn't around.
But you expected that, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm glad this is like my second round because I can see it. At first I couldn't see it. I thought everybody had my back. I thought all of them was with me 1,000%. And then they vanished when I stopped. When I stopped like moving as hard, they all vanished. When nobody pushing me on my back, like, man, come on, bro, you need to do this. Like nobody was saying that to me. Absolutely nobody. Now it's like, man, we got to do this. We got to make these moves and a whole bunch of fake shit.
Yeah. People always show their true colors when
Yeah.
you're in a time of need or when things aren't going the best way. But I'm also, like, you're someone who's doing really well. Do you have anyone that you feel like is a mentor to you in the music industry or in what you do? Like, is there anyone that you feel like has really, like, put you on, like, not, like, done it for you, but has given you guidance along the way and has really want to see you win? Like, you can feel it.
I feel like it's a few people around me that want to really see me win, but it's always like me being the first to do things.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like really no advice people have given me. So I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like I'm the first of all the people around me to do this first. You know what I mean? Like shows and like just everything. I think I get like just.
There has to be a first.
Ideas. Like I get ideas from my boys. Like my boy Trey Solid, my cousin Bees. Like we talk a lot and we, build off each other and we take things and run with them from one another. That'd be it. But as far as me getting like somebody as a mentor, I don't really got that around me.
Yeah.
None. I couldn't even think of it. If I did, I'd have thought of it right off bat. But
yeah.
Nobody.
You just kind of wing it, or you do it. You had to do it on your own first.
Right.
Yeah. So you're currently in the process of making your next album. You can't talk about when it drops?
It's done.
Oh, it's done.
It was supposed to drop tomorrow, but since I got this distribution deal, I got to figure some things out.
Okay.
No, and this is the real. You the first person that heard it. I ain't said that on Instagram or nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I just signed it. I just signed it like 2 hours ago.
Cool. I'm excited. You heard it here first.
Yeah, Empire.
Cool. I'm excited. All right. Awesome. Where can these people find you?
Instagram, Darrion_OOB. Twitter, Lil Darrion still. It's still Lil Darrion on Twitter.
Oh, wait. Are you going to tell them why you changed it?
I changed it because I'm 25.
So?
I'm 25. I can't be that little cat no more. It's not me. Like I ain't. I'm semi-fat and everything. I'm not.
Oh my god.
That's why I go to Limb. That's why I go to Game Fit.
Yeah. Shout out to Game Fit for putting this together.
Yeah, I'm not. I had to take the little off. Like I got a son. His name is Darrion.
Oh, okay.
He can be
so he's a little Darrion.
Yeah, that's the junior. I'm just Darrion. That's
okay.
It.
Darrion. Got it. You heard it here first. Darrion.OOB or underscore? Underscore. Okay, get it right.
Yep.
DARRION underscore OOB.
Yeah, you got it.
Underscore OOB. Okay, thank you. And then last but not least, I know that you got a lot of followers, you got a lot of people hitting you up, but is there any opportunity for anyone to basically work with you? Like, where can people contact you if they want to just kind of, what I would say is pick your brain? Like someone that maybe is out there that really wants to do something with music, that's looking for someone to give them guidance. Is that a possibility?
Yeah. Just hit me on Instagram. I'm not that famous yet. You can still DM me. I'll see it. I see them all. I'm pick and choose what I want to reply to, but yeah, I definitely, I'll see.
You always want to give back?
Yeah, for sure. I'm always with giving advice to younger artists and stuff. It's that's fun actually.
Yeah.
I don't know who doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Feels
you're just
good.
a weird. You weird. You kind of. you not only are you weird, you stingy. Cause it's enough for everybody out here.
Exactly. No ego. All right.
Sure.
Cool. All right, guys. You heard it here first. Darrion. He is releasing his album soon. If you haven't heard it yet, go listen to Dear Sacramento and watch the video because the video is amazing. I love the video.
Appreciate it.
All right. See you guys next time.